Most probiotics die before they reach your gut. The real solution? Spore Probiotics that survive, Postbiotics that fuel gut health, and L-Glutamine to repair your gut lining. Here's what you need to know.
Okay, so everyone's talking gut health these days, right?
Yeah.
Probiotics are like the magic pill, but maybe you've tried them and thought, I'm feeling different. So all those promises on the labels, billions of live cultures, they just hype.
Well, not always, but the science does show that a lot of those bacteria are dying off before they reach their target. But here's the thing, some probiotics have evolved this incredible way to survive, and we call those spore probiotics.
Spores, like mushrooms have spores.
Exactly. It's a brilliant survival strategy. Can withstand the harsh environment of your stomach, and then they germinate, or basically wake up once they reach your intestines where it's more hospitable.
Okay, that makes sense. But how do we know that they actually survive all that?
There's actual research proving it. One study used a really cool method. They genetically engineered Bacillus coagulans spores to carry a special marker. And it could only be detected if the bacteria were alive and active.
That's some serious science.
And they found that those spores germinated in large numbers in the small intestine, specifically the jejunum and ileum. That's where your body absorbs a lot of nutrients.
So they're not just surviving, they're setting up shop right where they can do the most good.
Exactly. Now this is where things get even cooler. It turns out that the real heroes of gut health might not be the probiotics themselves, but the stuff they produce. These are called postbiotics.
What exactly are postbiotics?
Well, in simple terms, postbiotics are basically the beneficial compounds that are produced by those good bacteria in your gut.
Okay, so they're not the bacteria themselves.
Not the bacteria themselves. They're what the bacteria make. So instead of taking in those live bacteria with probiotics, we're just getting the good stuff they produce.
Precisely. And research suggests that this can be a safer and potentially more effective way to improve our health. So are there different types of postbiotics?
Oh yeah, there are quite a few actually. Some of the real all-stars are short-chain fatty acids,
Okay.
cell wall fragments, and these things called exopolysaccharides.
Can you break those down for me?
Here.
And tell me why they're so important.
Let's start with the short-chain fatty acids.
Okay.
One of the most well-researched postbiotics, and it's produced when the good bacteria in your gut ferment fiber. It's actually a crucial energy source for the cells lining your gut, and it helps keep inflammation down, which is really important for overall gut health.
So that's how fiber is good for our gut. It helps produce this butyrate stuff that keeps everything running smoothly.
Exactly. And then you have cell wall fragments, which might sound kind of odd,
Yeah, it does.
but they actually play a key role in training your immune system.
Right.
They act like little signals that teach your body how to recognize and fight off bad bacteria.
Okay, and what about those exopolysaccharides?
Exopolysaccharides, or EPS for short, are these complex sugars that bacteria produce.
Okay.
And some of them, like beta-glucans, can actually stimulate your immune system. Imagine them as like tiny messengers that alert your body's defenses to potential threats.
It's like they're sending out a signal flare
Yes, exactly.
to call in the troops
Yes,
when there's trouble.
I like that analogy.
It sounds like postbiotics are working on multiple levels
Right.
to keep us healthy.
Absolutely. They're not just supporting gut health, but they're interacting with our immune system and influencing our overall well-being in some pretty amazing ways.
Yeah. So with all these different types of postbiotics and potential benefits, where do we begin to see the impact on our health?
Well, one of the most promising areas is infection prevention. So it's not just about fighting off infections that are already in our system,
Right.
but it's about preventing them from taking hold in the first place.
And postbiotics can do that in a number of ways. They can also directly compete with pathogens for space and resources, making it harder for them to thrive.
So it's like a turf war in our gut.
Yes.
And the postbiotics are giving the good bacteria a major advantage. For example, there was a study where combining postbiotics and probiotics helped prevent rotavirus-associated diarrhea.
That's amazing,
Yeah.
especially considering how common those infections can be in children.
There have even been clinical trials where specific postbiotics reduce the occurrence of diarrhea, gastroenteritis, and even respiratory infections in children.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It sounds like postbiotics could be a game changer
Yeah.
for preventing these common childhood illnesses.
The research is certainly promising.
Okay.
But let's move on to another area where postbiotics shine,
Right.
digestive health.
Okay.
Remember how we talked about butyrate being crucial for a healthy gut? Well, butyrate is incredibly important for people with digestive issues like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, and Crohn's disease. It helps reduce inflammation and support the gut lining, which can be incredibly beneficial for managing those conditions.
So it's like giving your gut the TLC it needs
Yes.
to heal and function properly.
Absolutely. And that's what makes this field so fascinating. We're constantly learning and discovering new things about the complex interplay between our gut microbiome and our health. Let's delve a bit deeper into how postbiotics can modulate our immune system.
Okay. I'm all ears.
Have you ever heard of the gut-lung axis?
I can't say that I have.
Well, it turns out that the immune system in your gut is intricately connected to the immune system in your respiratory tract.
Interesting.
And postbiotics, specifically bacterial lyasates, can actually stimulate this gut-lung axis, leading to improved immune responses in the lungs.
So even though we're talking about the gut,
Right.
the effects of postbiotics can extend to other parts of the body, like our respiratory system.
Exactly.
So it's not just about gut health, but about supporting the interconnectedness of our entire immune system.
Well, we've covered infection prevention and immune system modulation, but research suggests there's even more. We're talking potential antioxidant effects, anti-cancer properties, and even an influence on autophagy, which is the body's way of cleaning up damaged cells. And what's particularly interesting is the emerging research on postbiotics and athletic performance. It seems that these compounds can influence the gut microbiome in ways that could enhance athletic performance.
So could postbiotics be the next big thing in sports nutrition?
It's definitely an area to watch.
Where do you see this field heading in the next few years?
I think we're going to see an explosion of research in this area. Scientists are just beginning to unravel the complex mechanisms by which postbiotics work, and there's a growing interest in their potential applications across various fields. One area I'm particularly excited about is personalized nutrition.
Oh, tell me more.
Imagine a future where we can analyze an individual's gut microbiome and tailor postbiotic interventions to their specific needs.
So instead of a one-size-fits-all approach, we could have personalized postbiotic recommendations.
Exactly. It could revolutionize how we prevent and treat diseases.
Right. But how do I get enough of this?
That's where prebiotics come in. Prebiotics are types of fiber that our bodies can't digest, but our good gut bacteria love them. We feed the good bacteria with prebiotics, and they reward us with beneficial postbiotics.
So which foods have a lot of these prebiotics?
Oh, there are tons of delicious options. Asparagus, bananas, garlic, onions, all great sources of prebiotics. And then there's Jerusalem artichokes.
Jerusalem artichokes, are those the same as regular artichokes?
Nope, they're actually a type of sunflower,
Ah.
but they're packed with prebiotics, and they have this kind of sweet, nutty flavor.
Jerusalem artichokes going on the shopping list. What about collagen?
You're right, collagen actually acts as a prebiotic too. It helps the beneficial bacteria in your gut really flourish, so it's a win-win. You get the benefits of collagen for your skin, joints, and bones, and it supports your gut health.
What about L-Glutamine? I've heard that's good for gut repair.
Yes, L-Glutamine is an amino acid, and it's really important for maintaining a healthy gut lining. Remember we talked about the gut lining acting as a barrier? Well, L-Glutamine actually helps repair any damage to that barrier.
So it's like the construction crew that comes in and fixes any cracks.
Perfect analogy. And a healthy gut lining means better digestion, less inflammation, and a lower risk of those harmful substances leaking into your bloodstream.
Wow, it's all connected. So Spore Probiotics bring in the good bacteria, prebiotics, feed them collagen, helps them thrive, and L-Glutamine repairs any damage.
That's it. It's all about creating this whole ecosystem in your gut, supporting those beneficial bacteria so they can do their thing and produce those amazing postbiotics like butyrate.